Hail and well met friends, Andang here for the final episode of Volume 1. When we last left off, we finally defeated Mordrith, and his spirit is thrown into the void forever, according to Namleth. And now, we will see what is next in this quest. The flowers of Linden. I can see them once more. Completed. Instance. One hope remains. Her life spent defeating Mordrith, the lifeless form of Namleth lies before you. Her face, once whacked with guilt and sorrow, is now at peace. You should now return to Gathforthnier, to let them know all that has transpired.
Beguiled by Sauron into crafting the
big
ring
word.
Narthwheel, Narmeleth fell into madness, allowing the spirit of Amarthiel to overcome her. The death of her father, Laerdan, freed her mind, and once more as Narmeleth, she led the free peoples against the steward of Angmar. But in the end, her redemption required her life.
Oh man. Such a good story. Such a good story. Alright, well apparently we're dropped right here. We will now go and speak with Golodir to learn what is next. Alright, Golodir. Narmeleth's death pains me. Though it may seem strange to say such a thing after all the evil she once wrought. The fall of Mordrith is a hope beyond hope. And the destruction of Narquil and Morjambor will be a boon to our efforts in Angmar. Bring news of the fall of Mordrith to Rivendell, for it will ease the counsels of many there who must still take thought for the North. Alright, back to Glorfindel we shall go. Alright, Glorfindel, remember when you said that I was responsible for everything that happens with her? Well, guess what? We saved all of the North, so I'm responsible.
Megavonnen.
Ah, Mordrith has fallen. These are tidings indeed, though woven with tragedy, as are all things in these days of strife. Narmeleth was a valiant elf, strong beyond the measure of the wise. Take word to Master Elrond. He should hear these words from one who witnessed the event. Alright, let us go once more to Master Elrond. Alright, Elrond.
Dark days are coming.
These words of Gryffindor have shown their wisdom, by Narmeleth's hand or by none, though doubtless you played a great role in Mordrith's downfall, as well, Staftang. Do not burden yourself with the oppression of grief with Narmeleth's noble sacrifice. She has redeemed herself, and earned a place among the greatest of our kind in the undying West. Our foe in the North has finally been defeated. I deem that such an end as has been put up to him, that he will trouble Middle-earth no longer. Eärnu can finally go to his long sleep. It seems that Laradain has one last part to play in all of these events. While Pheloth, one of the caretakers, was cleaning Laradain's chambers, a parcel was found addressed to you, Staftang. It would seem that he left it for you before he left for Eregion. I have asked the parcel remain in Falthron's keeping until you return to Imladris. Now that you are come, you should seek her and claim Laradain's legacy. Alright, let us go read this final letter from Laradain. Alright, Faloth.
A shadow is
Are
on
you
my spirit.
Staftang? Are you not? Or you are Staftang, are you not? That would make much more sense, wouldn't it? Alright, Golodir's offering. Not the best armor in the world.
Will you lend me your ear?
while performing the somber task of cleaning Ladain's chambers once and for all, I uncovered a note from Ladain made out to you, Staftang, along with a parcel that he left behind. Master Elrond bade me hold on to these items in my keeping in hopes that you would return. Alright, let's read the note. I have hidden this message and parcel for you. I hope that it will find its way into your hands in the event that I do not return. You have my thanks for all you have done. I would also beseech you for forgiveness. My pride cost me my daughter long ago, and I was blinded by grief over her mother's death. Perhaps this may help you understand why I have done all that I have.
My heart cannot sing today.
My heart goes out to Ladain, Staftang. His was a sad story, I know, as does he, that you did everything for him you could. This parcel is yours, as he wished it to be. Cloak of Mordred's Bane, the Grey Steed. Alright. And there is level 57, as if perfect timing on the very last quest of Volume 1. That is awesome. Alright, let's open up this parcel. Oh, a portrait of Narmalith. That's great. That is what that is. Alright, well, thank you guys so much for watching this series. Thank you guys for supporting this series. There's usually about 100 of you that watch each of these episodes on average, and I'd like to thank each of you for tuning in to every single episode that you have. And even if this is your first episode that you're watching, thank you so much for watching. It really does help out a lot. Every time you guys like, every time you guys comment, it's a lot of fun to interact with you guys and see what you guys think is funny and see what you guys think is not, and try to edit what I'm doing and change things. And I looked it up. When I started this series in November of 2012, it has been a year and like 8 months or something really close to that. Maybe even 9 months. It's been a really, really long time. And it's finally over. Finally finished Volume 1. And it did take a backseat to things like Wildermore, Helm's Deep, and those other playthroughs. It also took a backseat when I thought that I was going to end my channel because I wasn't getting partnered or anything like that. That was well over a year ago now. Yeah, a long time ago. And you guys have been there the whole time, so thank you guys so much. Hopefully I've convinced some of you to start reading quest text, because it really is important, for me anyway. Quest text means so much. The Maid of Lions spends such a big amount of their time, in fact that's most of what they do, is just writing out this amazing story. And it's so fantastic. Don't pass it up. At the very least, read the quest text of the epic story. It will make you happy. You will enjoy it. I know it's hard sometimes to really read it. I didn't always used to read quest text because other games, quest text really doesn't have that much of a meaning. But in LOTRO, story is king. That's their main focus, along with landscape and a few other things. But you know, story is one of those big pillars of LOTRO, and reading quest text is a big part of the story. And I really can't stress enough, quest text is really important. And once again, I'd just like to thank you guys for watching through this. I still can't believe how epic this story is. The fact of all the deaths that happen, the twists and turns that come throughout this story, it really is fantastic. And because it's an MMO, they get to go in really in depth into this story at a fairly low cost. So they're able to tell these really integrated, in-depth stories. And yeah, definitely hats off to Turbine. They do a fantastic, fantastic job. And then looking forward, Volume 2 will be happening as possibly as soon as tomorrow. depending on how quickly I get around to it. But it was funded through Patreon, and so a big thanks to everyone that is supporting me on there. It really does mean a lot. Without you guys, I could not be able to continue to spend the amount of time that I do doing this, because, like I said, it's taken well over a year, almost. It's actually closer to 2 years than it is one, in the amount of time that it's taken to get this series out. And I really can't do it without your guys' support. And so thank you everyone who has done that. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. It really does mean a lot. And I will see you guys again for Volume 2 of the epic story as we go deep into Moria. But till then, thank you guys so much.
PVMP and dang, subscribe.